an email with some supporting documents that had to be completed by the student, parent, and counselors or school counselors and our registrars, and that had to get back to Houston by a certain date. Now they have changed, and everything will be done online, completely online. The student won't have to download any other documents. Now this application will be online and open sometime in November. So all the counselors will be made aware of it. I send out emails and call the counselors, go visit at the schools, and talk to the students and whatnot. And we also make sure that the extension office is aware of all these dates also.
Okay. I know that as far as a lot of stuff when promoting Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, or supporting the rodeo with ticket sales and things like that, the dates are set for the 2020 show. And shame on me, you gave me a list the other day, and I know exactly where it is, but I don't have it right here in front of me right now. But outside of the World Championship Cook-Off, where you have Gonzales County representation, which is, if you're going to be there, it's right there in the back corner. Like, you walk in through the gates, go by the carnival, you come on in, and then just keep going all the way down to the end, and then hook a right. We're right there, really on the corner of 610 and Kirby. And you're welcome to come by and say howdy. And then more information on that later. But, during the rodeo, Houston Rodeo does recognize still the area code Texan counties, which is it is an honor to each of the participating counties. And Gonzales County is also included in that. And when is the date for the Gonzales County Salute Night this upcoming rodeo season?
Our Salute Night will be Saturday, March the 21st, and the Saturday and Sunday shows are afternoon shows. They start at 3:45. During the week, the shows start in the evening, but Saturdays and Sundays, 3:45 is the time the grand entry will start. And speaking of the grand entry, all 68 counties are guaranteed 4 spots in the grand entry on their Salute Night. So that's pretty awesome, too.
Now, I'm just guessing on here, that is going to be the last Saturday of the rodeo, right?
Yes, it is. That's the finals. It'll be the best rodeo.
Yeah.
It's always a good show. Always fun.
Well, they put you on the last rodeo, or the last Saturday of the rodeo. You got a great star lineup, or entertainment lineup, which will be announced, I think, in January. And then you go to the Salute Night, with that being the finals. And I mean, it's moving fast, and it's also televised, I think on Fox or something like that. But really, it's a pretty neat deal. And this thing has continued to grow. I mean, you were talking about Area Code Texan, but Area Code Texan is one of the hundreds of committees that help put the Houston Rodeo together.
Oh, yes. There are like 30-some-odd thousand or more volunteers that help make this thing go, and that's why Houston is able to give back so much money to the students of Texas.
It is pretty amazing, especially if you go to that. Well, is there any other important dates and other need-to-knows from Area Code Texan that we can help pass the word to our listeners this afternoon?
Well, I'm sure there is, but January the 11th will be our steak supper, live silent auction and dance. It's held at the Expo at J.B. Wells Park, and we will have those tickets coming up probably in November. They'll be available. And we do have a few raffle tickets left. You can pick those up at E-Bar or from pretty much any of the Go Texan members. And we'll sell you a $10 raffle ticket. You can win some guns, ice chests, fire disc, and all sorts of things. And like you said, these items will be, the winners will be announced at the tractor pull on Saturday.
And Gonzales County Area Code Texan also has a Facebook page. We will try to go live on that Saturday evening when we do that raffle drawing, is what we had talked about before. But Gonzales County Area Code Texan, actually, there's still a shortcut. I always forget to add this. It's gcagt.org. That'll take you over to the Facebook page and get you all info on that. But the tractor pull, that's next week, Friday and Saturday, looking to be a lot of fun. Hopefully we got some good weather. And then the steak night, and then it's rodeo time in Houston. And again, those scholarship information, that information, a lot of this stuff that we've talked about, the majority of it, except like the county stuff, Well, actually, both of it. A lot of the stuff we talked about is on the internet. It's on the Gonzales County Area Go Texan Facebook page or at rodeohouston.com. And Sherry, I appreciate everything that you do always in the committee and everything. And thanks for notching a little time to out of your schedule to talk to us about the upcoming event next weekend.
No problem, Megan. It's always a pleasure, and thank you for keeping the word out and keeping everybody informed. I don't know if we mentioned the ticket price at the tractor pull. It's $10 for adults, and like 10 and under or 12 and under, I don't remember which one. Most of the little kids, they're free.
See, I was going to let that be a surprise. And then you can...
Well, but we want them to have plenty of money in their pocket when they get there.
You're right. Oh, and there'll be plenty of food. You can stop by. As far as all the cookers and stuff, I'm sure they'll be doing some sampling and stuff like that. And
absolutely, but just in case, the concession stand will be open too.
Again, Sherry, we sure appreciate you, and thanks for joining us.
Likewise, good to see you.
You too, my friend. Sherry Hooper with Gonzales County Area Go Texan on this week's edition of Guadalupe Valley Views. Now in the Weather Center with a look at your weekend weather forecasters, meteorologist Bill Heckey.
Our atmosphere is becoming a little bit more stable, so basically it's going to be hot and dry. You might still keep an eye on the sky. Now, we do start to see a couple of things go on as we hit early to middle next week. A weak frontal boundary will move to North Texas over the weekend. It looks like it'll wash out. It won't have too much impact on us. And we're keeping an eye on this storm system that's out vicinity Bahamas. It does have potential to get into the Gulf, so we'll watch it for next week. But I think next week it's going to be back to the old eye on the sky weather. Temperatures are still going to be in the mid to upper 90s. Overnight lows will be in the low to middle 70s. And then I think if we can get us a decent little frontal boundary in here mid to late next week, then we can undergo some cooling. I'm meteorologist Bill Heckey.
Now your SoSynTech sports schedule powered by Score Stream. Tonight at 6 o'clock, kickoff, Prairie Elite Indians. They'll be hosting Faustina Falcons. Tonight at 7 o'clock, Agua Dulce's at Runge. And then the rest are 7:30 kickoffs tonight. Gonzales Apaches at Yoakum Bulldogs. Nixon Smiley Mustangs at Hallettsville Sacred Heart. Luling at Schulenburg. Central Catholic at Seguin. Navarro at Marble Falls. Johnson at New Braunfels. Laredo United at San Marcos. Lockhart at Burnett. Austin Anderson at Del Valle. Conley at Bastrop. Columbus at Smithville. Flatonia at Thrall. LaGrange at Lavernia. Austin SPC combined at Shiner St. Paul, Shiner at Burton, Falls City at Stockdale, Poth at Carn City, and Cuero at El Campo. Please accept our invitation for you to share your community news and events on the SoSynTech Bulletin Board Facebook group or email news@sosyntechsbb.com. Thank you for joining us for Guadalupe Valley Views. I'm Egan Barthel, SoSynTech Radio News. Have a great weekend, friends.